Good morning, my Assassin fam bam. How are you all? I hope you guys are safe and sound at your places and you guys are enjoying these rainy days. Well, I'm enjoying them too. Let's not forget we guys have started our second term online lectures, and this is going to be a grade 3 social studies third lecture. It's been previously you guys have received 2 lectures and the topic was irrigation system. Well guys, let's not forget that I have forwarded the videos along with the assignment. And guys, assignments are really very important, and you can say that your assignments are, your key to success in exams. So never ever forget to do assignments with great interest, okay? So guys, in this lecture, we are going to discuss the new topic, and that new topic is one of my favorite topics, and the topic name is Barter System. So fasten your seat belts because you are going to experience one of the, one of the interesting lectures, okay? So let's pop up towards our content list. Girls and guys, in this lecture, you guys will learn about Barter System, difficulties of Barter System, and we guys will gonna land on the time of Barter System, okay? We guys will land on the planet when there was no money, and you have to imagine whatever I'm going to suggest you, okay? Just imagine you guys are on the planet where there is no money and people are exchanging goods with goods for fulfilling their demands, okay, to fulfill their needs, okay? So let's move towards to the next slide by keeping this content in your mind that you guys are not in 21st century and you guys just are back to 1500 years, okay? Just imagine this thing in yourself. Girls and guys, in this slide, we guys will learn about what is barter system. As you know that, before this slide, I told you that you have to imagine yourself in the content where there is, where there is no money, people, where there are farmers, cobblers, the occupation and the profession of the people are those, okay? Few are traders, few are farmers, and you are not living in 2020. This is what you have to imagine throughout the lecture. And this thing will, will make you be able to understand barter system. Girls and guys, as you know very well that there are economic problems in this world because human wants are unlimited and resources to satisfy them are always limited. And guys, a person cannot satisfy all his wants and needs and demands by his own. Definitely one has to depend on another, to get satisfied and to fulfill their demands and needs. And guys, when someone is trying to satisfy the maximum possible wants, demands and needs by mutual understanding, this process is called barter system, okay? So let's learn about barter system in a more easy and understandable manner. Well guys, in ancient time, before money was invented, people exchanged goods directly for goods, okay? This way of carrying or exchanging out stuff is called barter. Well guys, just imagine yourself, there are 2 people in this picture. One of you is, the first one, and one of you is second one. And one has good carpet and another one has good fish, okay? And the person who is at the right side want carpet and the person who is at the, left side want fish, okay? What you guys will do? You do not have money, you do not have anything. Definitely to fulfill your demands and to satisfy your needs, you guys will exchange them with each other, right? This process of exchanging goods for goods or services for goods or goods for services is called barter system. Well guys, the exchange of goods with goods is known as barter system, and you can say that it is the old way of buying or selling, okay? As I told you that you have to imagine yourself back to 1500 years when there was no doctors, when there was not a hi-fi technical world and a modern world, there was no money, okay? People used to exchange things for things, okay? That's how they live their life, okay? For example, one of you has, good potatoes in the fields, and the another one has good cattle. Okay, so you guys, the one who has good potatoes need cattle, and the one who has good cattle, definitely they need potato. So guys, this exchange, when they do exchange without involving any currency or money, this process is called barter system. Okay, well guys, when there was no money, people used to barter or trade with one another to get the things they needed. Okay guys, atoms are such as animals, food, seashells were used to barter. Barter mean exchange. You have to keep one thing in your mind, that what is the meaning of barter? Barter mean exchange. And your teacher is in back to 1500 years, and you are back to 1500 years. Okay, and me myself want some good oranges. Okay, and one of you wants some good pair of shoes. Okay, I'm my father is a cobbler. Just imagine, as I told you that we are not in 2020, we are back to 1500 years. Okay, my father is a cobbler and your father is good trader of oranges. Okay, what you guys will do, you will say to me, ma'am, please give me one pair of shoes, I will give you one crate of oranges. When we guys will do the exchange of these two commodities, it's mean we are doing bartering. Okay, we are bartering the stuff. This is called barter system. And guys, the oldest system of trading is called barter system, and this is the exchange of goods and services between two parties without involvement of any cash or any money. As I told you that 1500 years ago there was no money. People used to exchange things for things. And for example, one more example I can give you. For example, as I told you that just imagine my father is a cobbler and one of you has some servants along with you. I will say you that send me your one of the servant to clean my house. I will give you two pair of shoes. That was a medium of exchange in all times. Okay, just imagine this thing that what a better example can I give you? The better example I can give you that, for example, giving a dozen eggs may bought you a bread or fish, 5 chickens, or some piece of beef. Okay, this is what you can imagine. For example, nowadays you are giving 5 rupees, 10 rupees coin to buy Lays. You're giving 20 rupees for buying juice. Okay, but all time there was no money. Okay, there was no money, but definitely, as I told you at the beginning of the lecture, people are giving stuff to fulfill their demands and needs. Being as a teacher, I do not have everything of my own. Definitely I'm depending for vegetable, for fruits, for grocery, for clothing to other person. Okay, some other people are depending on me for my services. That's how we guys will live. We are living in this century. In old time there was the same manner, people barter things. And guys, what does barter mean? Bartering is a system of exchange of some goods with other goods where there is no money involved. I hope you understand what does barter mean. Before I explain the term difficulties in barter system, I want you to watch a video for better understanding, and that video will tell you in a very easy manner what is barter system, and the animated stuff will bring your interest in this lecture as well. Well guys, let me tell you one thing, that bartering system was one of the ancient and old trading system. It's not the new system. Nowadays people don't do this. For example, if you want one pair of shoes, you will give money. If you want new house, you will give money. If you want some vegetables, you will give money. Okay, so I am telling you the system which was in old time. People use that system. Okay, just keep this thing in your mind. So let's watch a video clip together for better understanding.
No money. So how did people buy and sell? It all started with the barter system. Imagine a prosperous kingdom. In this kingdom, there were people doing different types of work, like weavers, cobblers, farmers, tailors, etc. This is Kisna, a farmer. This is Manoj, a cobbler. When Manoj needs vegetables, he goes to Kisna and exchanges a pair of slippers for the vegetables he needs. Both are happy. This is known as barter system. The a system by which one person could exchange goods and services produced by him with goods and services produced by another. This is called a barter system. Barter system works on double coincidence principle. Two coincidences have to happen. One is that you should find someone who's willing to sell what you want, and second is that the seller wants something that you're willing to sell. But does barter system always work? The direct exchange of one commodity for another requires direct satisfaction of both parties.
Well, girls and guys, here I would like to tell you something. That barter system wasn't a good medium, wasn't a good exchange, and wasn't a smooth and handful trading, system. The reason was that, for example, the person who is at my right hand having a mustache, that person needs a pair of shoes, and the person who is at my left hand and with the beard, the person who is in beard, that person needs a pair of shoes. But how could you find a person who needs something which you have? And how could you, how could you sell something to person who want what you have? This is a question. For example, one of my student, I'm giving name Minahil, and I'm giving name any name. For example, Minahil and Umar. Okay, Minahil, in grade 3, Minahil has good, Minahil has good strawberries. Okay, and Umar has good notebooks. Okay, and Minahil need notebooks and Umar needs strawberries. What Minahil and Umar will do? Definitely they are going to exchange with each other, but maybe there will be a day when Minahil wants something else which Umar do not have. What guys they will do? Definitely this exchange will not be a pleasant, will not be a good happy sign. That was the system, that was the problems of barter system. Let's continue to watch this video.
Now Manoj needs more vegetables and goes to Kisna, but Kisna doesn't need more footwear. Hence no barter takes place. Now Manoj needs a haircut and goes to Shambhu the barber. But the value of the haircut is much lesser than the value of a pair of slippers. And the slipper cannot be divided, and hence no barter takes place. Manoj needs milk, but the quantity of milk to be received in exchange for a pair of slippers is very high. And with milk being perishable, Manoj doesn't want to take too much of it. Hence, barter does not take place. Thus, the exchange of goods was not easy. Imagine the confusion. That's why the barter system gradually ended.
Okay, girls and guys, you have seen video in which I have shown you that what is barter system and what was the basic problem of barter system. And in short, you can say that what were the difficulties of barter system. Firstly, we have studied about what is barter system. Then I told you the problems of barter system. Okay, let's discuss each point equally. Well guys, the first problem in barter system was the lack of double coincidence of wants. For example, I'm giving you one more example. There are two teachers in your school. One is your ma'am Madiha and the next one is your ma'am Fatima. Okay, just imagine ma'am Fatima has good pair of jewelry and ma'am Madiha has good pair of shoes. Okay, but ma'am Madiha do not want jewelry. Okay, but ma'am Fatima want good pair of shoes from ma'am Madiha. What guys they will do? What they will do? Definitely there is no one else in the school to whom she can exchange. So guys, this type of problems failed this barter system, and this is called the lack of double coincidence. Double coincidence means that the person who is in front of you need the same thing which you are selling, and you want the same thing which another person has to sell. Okay, this is called the lack of double coincidence. Well guys, the lack of common measure of the value. The second problem in barter system was lack of common measure of value. It is very easy to understand this by this example. For example, I have a good pair of shoes. As I told you that 1500 years ago, I'm just imagining myself, back to Stone Age where there are no occupations. People are farmer, cobbler, carpenters, and they are doing these occupations and they're earning their livelihood by doing these. Well, girls and guys, as I told you that cobbler has shoes. Okay, my father has shoes, and I'm sending them and selling them to another person who has good cattle. Okay, one cow. Do you think that the price of cow and sandals can be equal? Huh? The price of buffalo and the price of any cow or any sheep or goat can be equal to pair of cost of the pair of shoes can be equal? Obviously your answer is no. That was the problem. This is called the lack of common measure of value, and that was the problem and which gives barter system a great failure. And gradually and eventually people adopted coin money. Then they went on, the next step was the invention of paper money. And guys, the difficulty in the transportation of commodities as well, this was also the biggest problem. Okay, you can say that there was a problem with bartering. The items used for bartering were not always easy to carry around because bartering was difficult. And for example, here in this picture you can see that the bunch of, or you can say the crate of apples is not equal to the cost of one hen. Okay, and the sack of grain is not equal to 4 apples. But definitely when there was no money and people have to exchange in this manner, and the trading was kind of lost business. There was no profit in that business, and the traders were in Great Depression in that era. Well guys, you can say that people needed an easier and simple way to buy things they needed. And guys, they introduced gold and silver coins. That was the abolition of money, and you can say that the next stage. Okay, and they replaced bartering system with, you can say that, coins, and easy, because coins were easy to carry. For example, I'm rich with cattle. Okay, can I take cattle along with me all the time when I'm going for a shopping? Obviously it's not easy, right? So that was you can say that the failure of barter system. For example, one of you, I'm giving the name Amina. Okay, there is one girl in the class in my grade 3, Amina. Suppose Amina is going for a shopping, and as I told you that there was no money. So do you think that Amina will carry all her pair of shoes and whatever she is rich in? Maybe she is rich in vegetables, so Amina will carry vegetable in her pocket, for buying some stuff? Definitely not. It's not possible. As I told you that 1500 years ago, I'm imagining myself the daughter of a cobbler. So do you think that my father and me will carry all the pair of shoes which we have to sell for buying some goods and services? Definitely not. So that was the thing which I am actually trying to make you understand, that what is barter systems and what were the difficulties of barter system. That was our objective of today's lecture, to make you understand. Okay, so guys, you can say that the failure of barter system was due to the lack of money. Bartering became popular in 1930s, and guys, during that was a time of Great Depression. As I told you that the traders were in Great Depression. They were like in a great problem, because it wasn't easy for them to carry all the commodities along with them whenever they are going for shopping and whatever they are rich in. Okay, so guys, that was the basic issue. Well guys, Mesopotamia people, there was a tribe which name was Mesopotamia. They invented that bartering system. Okay, they were the founder of that bartering system. But as I told you that after a few years, bartering system has been failed, and the people have adopted some more better ways than bartering, and that was the coin. They invented silver coin, then went on then gradually they move on on gold coin. Then eventually they thought that it's very difficult to carry coins in the pocket, and they thought to invent a paper money. Okay, so I hope guys you understand whatever I'm trying to tell you. And at the end of this lecture, again I'm going to add one video clip which will tell you in more better manner the problems and the difficulties of barter system. Girls and guys, as I told you that there was a time when there was no money, people exchanged goods with goods. But just imagine when the time metal was invented, people started to think that they should drop, using, barter system. So they started to use silver coins along with this seal. And guys, this seal with the fixed weight was, you can say that the guarantee that this was issued by the government. Okay. Nowadays, we have a print of Quaid-e-Azam's picture on our money and coins. On that time, there was a specific seal or picture has been declared by the government. Firstly, there was gold coin, then invented silver coins, and then guys, copper coins were also used during this tenure. And guys, Sher Shah Suri specifically invented rupiah. He declared one silver coin as a rupiah. Okay. Girls and guys, your lecture has been finished, and in this lecture we guys have studied about barter systems, difficulties of barter system, and I'm very sure this is going to be very handful and fruitful lecture for you. And you guys have to understand what is barter system and what does barter system mean and what is the definition of barter system. Well, let me repeat it again. Barter means exchange of goods, and guys, remember, in barter system there was no money involved. Okay, in this lecture we guys have studied about the difficulties of barter system as well. And guys, I have told you that barter system wasn't that much good, and people have adopted later on the coins, and they thought that coins are heavy, then they invented money. Okay, so take care of yourself, do whatever you want to do. Remember guys, you are not allowed to trouble your mother. Allah Hafiz, bye bye, see you in your next lecture.